From MTN Sports, this is Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
The women's basketball team are the outright Big Sky champions, and the men have an eerie finish to the regular season as we head into our final Bobcat Insider and prepare for that trip to Boise and the Big Sky tournament. I'm Keaton Galogly alongside Grace Lawrence. And Grace, let's start with the men and kind of an eerie finish to the end of the season for them.
I mean, talk about deja vu. They finished 500 for the second season in a row in conference play, and what was a really kind of odd way to finish. You know, their top scorer, Brandon Walker, didn't check into either of the past two games, but two big wins. And the offense really opened up despite Walker being their top scorer. You know, they had two big wins. The assist numbers, only 8 against the Grizz, but then 23 against Sacramento State, really opening up that offense.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun watching this offense for the men the last couple of games. And for Brandon Walker, it's not an injury, and it's not something that's disciplinary off the court. So this is coach's decision, and we're going to talk about that with Coach Logie and more in just a bit as we get set for the men who head into Big Sky with the exact same record as they did a year ago, which, of course, finished with a trip to the NCAA tournament. Coach Logie coming up after this on the Bobcat Insider.
Take coverage of the Cats with you. Download our app for your favorite mobile device today. Welcome back to Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
We're back on the Bobcat Insider. Keaton Galogly alongside men's head coach Matt Logie. And Coach, we have made it. It's the end of the regular season. Boise is upon us. How you feeling, man? This has been quite the roller coaster ride of a couple of months here.
Yeah, you know, it's always a journey. You never know. I like to reference my Forrest Gump history. You never know what you're going to get, and when you open up that box of chocolates, you got to be able to respond to a lot of different things through the course of a season. But I'm really excited about where we're at right now. Our team's playing really good basketball, and that's what you want heading into Boise.
Yeah, well, certainly a delicious piece of chocolate this last Monday, but also kind of a bitter piece of chocolate on Thursday against Portland State. Let's start there. That was a game where Portland State's been, they've been world beaters at home, but ultimately that was one of those first times all season long it felt like a team really kind of took control against you guys. Yeah, Portland State's, finished the regular season undefeated at home for a reason. And number one, they're a very talented, well-coached team. And number two, they play with just a tremendous amount of energy in that building. And it's been a tough place to play for a lot of folks. We didn't get off to the start we had hoped, and kind of snowballed from there, which tends to happen in a place like that. But I was really proud of our guys' response to that. Obviously, a quick turnaround, and probably only like 36 hours before we played Sacramento State. So great bounce back game there, and some lessons that we can take from that last Portland State opportunity if we get a chance to see them again. Yeah, take us a little bit inside to that kind of transition. I mean, Friday is a travel day, but you're trying to get ready for a day game on Saturday, and you can't wallow in a tough loss. I mean, how do the guys keep it going, and how do you keep these guys motivated and focused even after coming off a tough loss like that?
Well, I think that's been one of the neat things about this group is, we've had our share of tough losses. That was the first loss that was a little bit more lopsided, but they all hurt. And this group has gotten off the mat every single time. They've stayed together. They've stayed coachable and connected. And that's why we've been able to bounce back so well. On Friday, obviously we got into Sacramento State, started preparing for that and getting ready and trying to find solutions to help us play better.
And then we saw the great shooting from Tyler Patterson, one of the all-time greats now from Montana State. He has moved into number 2 all-time in three-point field goal makes. He was one off the single-game record with the 8 three-point makes against Sacramento State. Had to be a lot of fun watching those shots fall for him.
Yeah, I was really happy for Tyler. He's a guy that's poured himself into this program. He's just been a very consistent force, for many, many years. And, really deserved a moment like that where the light was on him and really showed kind of the amazing shooting ability that he has, which we've seen really consistently throughout this year. And really a credit goes to the whole team in helping Tyler to get that quality of looks and the way the ball was moving. Once he got hot, guys were looking for him, and that's when the game's really beautiful to watch.
Yeah, one of the guys that was looking for him certainly was Jed Miller, who had 8 assists in this ball game. How well does Jed Miller know your offense right now?
Yeah, Jed is doing a great job. He's a very, very selfless player. He's very much an extension of our coaching staff. He understands all of our terminology, what the looks are, and has really, handled the game management portion of being a point guard really, really well throughout this year, and he knows when someone has the hot hand. He knows how to take advantage of opportunities in transition, and we're seeing him continue to play with more and more confidence, which is great to see.
So you carry that momentum, one of your bigger wins of the conference season, into the biggest win of the conference season against Idaho on Senior Day on Monday night. First of all, just the emotion of this eclectic group of seniors. What's it like for you as a coach on Senior Night?
I think this year's group of seniors is really unique in that you've got three different kind of groups that have joined at different times, and Max and Jabe chose to be Bobcats really in the heat of the fire, and wanted the pressure that comes with competing for a fourth straight NCAA tournament, and wanted a chance to be a part of something bigger than themselves, and they deserve a ton of credit and respect for that, and it's been great to see Jabe finish really, really strong, and hopefully we can see Max do that here in Boise next week as well. And then you've got Chika Nduka and Brian Garacki, who signed on really early with me during the transition when we had just 4 or 5 guys on board, and have been extremely important to establishing the culture and our style of play. And obviously Brian's somebody that I go back 5-6 years with from the moment we started recruiting him at Point Loma. I'm first player in my 20 years doing this, or 20 plus years doing this, that I've had a chance to coach for 5 full years, and to see just the scope of his whole journey has been really special. And obviously Tyler and Sam have been really the rocks of this program here at Montana State, and their loyalty to Montana State and to our basketball family just deserves to be celebrated.
I want to talk a little bit about Chika Nduka. What a game he had against Idaho. It wasn't eye-popping numbers, but 6 points, a couple of big plays, and it was just so much fun to watch that outpouring of emotion from Nduka down the stretch. It had to be a lot of fun to watch a guy like that, a kid like that, who has stayed ready even though his playing time has been sporadic, to then clinch things like that in a game like that against Idaho. Yeah,
again, it's another testament to attitude and to next man up and being selfless. Chika has done a great job of staying ready, and last night was a great example of that. Again, his energy and enthusiasm is really infectious for our team, and he really takes great pride and joy in helping his teammates be successful. And you could really see that last night when he got the chance to score, and how the bench exploded for him, because he's so oftentimes setting the great screen or delivering the great pass to give somebody else a great opportunity. Yeah,
and he certainly had a couple of great passes in this game as well, and another testament to a guy staying ready, which is what Brandon Walker is doing right now, so has not played the last 2 games. What's the plan moving forward here with Walker going into Boise?
Yeah, Brandon's had a good attitude about the adjustment. Obviously our team has been clicking and playing at a high level, and just like we ask of everybody, you've got to stay ready and be ready for your opportunity. And I think we're starting to hit our stride in terms of the pace and tempo that we want to play at, and the ball movement. And so when his opportunity comes, he's got to be ready to step into that same environment and excel.
All right, well, the next opportunity is Idaho State in the Big Sky Tournament coming up on that Monday night, 5:30 p.m. Tip-off. Give us a feel. What are we looking for in this matchup against Idaho State?
Well, there's 2 huge challenges when it comes to the Bengals this year. Number one, you've got perhaps the Big Sky Player of the Year in Dylan Darling. I'm not sure where that will land here in the next couple of days, but just a very dynamic scoring point guard. Exceptional shooter, very fast and crafty, and has a lot of freedom within their offense. So really important to limit his efficiency. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. It's going to be hard to limit his shot attempts, but you got to try to limit his efficiency. And then the second thing is just their rebounding. They're one of the top 3 rebounding teams in the nation, and so we got to keep them off the offensive glass. Got to be really physical, and when you get those rebounds, that keys our transition game. So those are the 2 things to really hone in and look for.
All right, well, here we go. It is tournament time. The Bobcats trying to win 3 games in 3 days to try to find a way back to the NCAA tournament. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Galogly. When we come back, we'll transition over to the Big Sky champion Montana State women's basketball team on the Bobcat Insider.
Welcome back to Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
While the men are trying to recreate some magic from a year ago, the women are rolling into Boise. I'm Keaton Galogly along with Grace Lawrence. And for Montana State women's basketball, they go 17-1 in Big Sky play, and they are the outright regular season champs, which is such an impressive feat, Grace, considering this is a true round robin. Everybody plays at home and on the road against each opponent. An absolutely dominant year for the women, and the cherry on top is they got to clinch it at home.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Coach Binford also mentioned that post game, but you have to go on the road. She said you got to pinch yourself when you're winning these many games, like you're saying. On the road, tough atmospheres, but this is the team in the offseason that they put together for this moment, the addition of Esmeralda Morales on her MVP campaign.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch. And for Coach Binford, now her 5th regular season title at Montana State, and we'll see how things progress from here.
Yeah, a 2-in-1 week. They were without Dylan Phillip. Unfortunately, she suffered a season-ending knee injury against the Lady Grizz, and we'll get an update on Mara Dykstra coming up from Coach Binford after this.
Get social with Bobcat fans and follow MTN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Welcome back to Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Welcome back into the Bobcat Insider. Grace Lawrence joined by head coach Tricia Binford. The outright Big Sky champions locking up that #1 seed. What a way to end the season.
Yeah, great response. Saturday was something that was really tough on the Sunday, and kids found a way to regroup and a great reset.
Yeah, let's start with Thursday, clinching at least a share of that title. What stood out most to you in that Portland State game?
I think the second half, second halves have been our key. As we kind of were going late into the third, Portland State was right there with us. Defense was pretty flat, but kind of clicked on all cylinders into that fourth to give us the separation that we needed. And what a great way to end that game and get to celebrate with our fans.
Yeah, the first person you handed the trophy off to was Esmeralda Morales. You've talked about her goal, wanting to come here to win a championship. Obviously, the end goal is still in sight, but to accomplish that milestone for her, kind of take me through that moment with her.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the things on our first phone calls, to be quite honest. She wanted to win a championship, and, immediately you're looking for your senior class when you get handed a trophy, and she was the first one I saw, and, that was kind of my first reaction is this is what you came here for. And, it takes a lot of work. It takes everybody collectively to get on the same page and be on the same mission. And, it's a lot of work getting everybody's best punch every night, and just super proud of them.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Morales really embracing Montana State. It feels like, the atmosphere, the crowd, and the team have embraced her over the past few months. How have you kind of seen that play out?
Yeah, I mean, in all facets, I'm out in our community. She's doing a lot out in the community. The team, within the first couple weeks of the summer, both sides winning each other over and really embracing that family atmosphere and relationship, and then our community of boosters and fans. And that was the second thing she was looking for, was an atmosphere where people were going to show up and really support the program. And she had been here to Bozeman and seen our crowds, and it's really fun to see them on the same side at this time.
Yeah, sticking with that theme of the seniors, they all had some great games over the past few, but Taylor Jansen really got you guys going for a couple of these games over this streak. What have you seen in her in these final few games?
Well, I think what people are seeing out of Taylor is all the things that she brings to the table. She's got tremendous experience. She's really smart. She's a quarterback on the floor. Defensively, she gets everybody to the right places, and she's getting into her groove. We talked about for both her and Lexi that it was going to be kind of later in the season as they kind of hit their 100%, and they're getting a lot closer. But that experience certainly paid off.
Yeah, getting into the Sacramento State game on Saturday, not the way you guys obviously want to send off the players in the brick, but what did the Hornets do so well on Saturday?
Well, first of all, they came out and hit shots, and we did not have our edge on the defensive end, to be quite honest. And, when you get a couple of early looks and those go in, then the rim gets a little bit bigger, and knew that they were going to come in loose, nothing to lose there, and they had a great prep plan. Just really want to credit them. They played very well. But for us, it was a great reset to look at that game and what we weren't as far as the identity of us on the defensive end. And I felt like we had a great Sunday-focused practice, and we were able to head that and take it into Monday.
Yeah, also talking about the starting lineup. So obviously, with Mara out, just an update on her, I guess, as we go into Boise first.
Yeah, I think we'll have her ready for Boise for sure. We obviously it's been day to day, but we want to make sure that she's feeling her 100%, getting her back, and that's why you have depth. You have to overcome those situations, and that kind of took a little bit of a toll of those first couple games for us. And so our response to that is knowing that she is coming back, but also trying to get a little bit of the same rhythm that we had success with. Made a little bit of a change in our starting lineup to get with a veteran with Lexi, but also get our speed coming back off the bench. And putting Izzy where Dylan was in that rotation. I just some of those things, it takes a few games to kind of get that under your belt, but we will be excited to get Mara back.
Yeah, definitely. Talking about kind of switching up that starting lineup, having Addie and Taylor both come off the bench, especially with Natalie, that kind of energy lineup. What was it like kind of having that back at Idaho?
Oh gosh, absolutely incredible. First of all, to start with Taylor and Addie, who were starting the last 2 games, those were our first 2 subs off the bench, and then you bring in a Natalie with that kind of experience and speed. And for Addison and Taylor to come off the bench, have 14 rebounds together combined, incredible performance by both of them. And then Nat has really picked up some of our scoring punch with the absence of Dylan and Mara, and really is playing off 2 feet extremely well. Just really fun to see how they responded to the challenge of this is what this team needs right now. We have a lot of people that are good enough to start, but this is what we need from a chemistry standpoint, rotation standpoint. Couldn't be prouder of this mix.
Yeah, that depth has been so key, going to be so key going into Boise. You guys are the #1 seeds. You don't know who you will play exactly yet, but you know it'll either be the 9 or the 10 seed, Northern Colorado or Portland State. How do you kind of go into this weekend?
Yeah, I think next couple days we get to focus on us, get back, make sure that our habits are super sharp. We kind of did that prepped before the Montana game when we have the single game. So, those are also nice kind of recharge heading into Boise. And then, as you get later in the week, we're going to kind of pick out a couple things of both programs, both teams that maybe you'll see some things that we want to take advantage of, but maybe they took advantage of as well. But the most important thing is just making sure we get legs back, we're focused, we're ready, and we're 9 out of 10 in our champion habits.
Yeah, you've been a part of a lot of conference tournaments, a lot of different teams going into them. There's a little bit of outside pressure going into this one. Being the #1 seed, the outright Big Sky champions, you've mentioned before those seniors, that they're being so great on setting the tone. What is the tone that everyone's trying to set going into Sunday?
Well, quite honestly, what we needed was this last Saturday. And we got upset on our home floor on our last home game. And we got to have a reset on Monday on what we need to be going into Boise, because you have to win on the defensive end. And every team that has won 3 games there has been really, really solid defensively. And we haven't been that the last couple home games. So to go into Idaho with 3 games in 5 days and defend like that, taking that into Boise, getting a KJ heavily involved. I was not intentional enough to get her involved on our last home game on Saturday. You have to play through your veterans. They've been there before, and she's cut down nets there before. So we got to make sure that everybody is collecting on that.
Yeah, just how special is this team in this conference tournament?
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. We know that the season is certainly not wrapped up yet, but talking with Associate Head Coach Sunny Smallwood this morning as we were getting on the plane, just to be able to reflect and talk about our record and what these kids have accomplished. Just a reminder that it's hard to win. And, there's a lot of close games. There's a lot of travel. This team went undefeated in the conference on the road, which is extremely hard to do. That's only been done by our program one other time. And, we want to make sure we don't forget kind of that journey leading up to this moment. But the big thing now with this brand new season is it's prepared us for this moment. So great next stage.
Yeah, well, we saw you cut down some nets in the brick, hopefully cutting down some nets over in Boise. Thanks so much for joining me this season, Coach.
Thanks for having me, Grace.
Best of luck in Boise. They tip off at noon on Sunday as the 1 seed. Stay tuned, because coming up after this, Keaton and I will be previewing that matchup.
Welcome back to Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Well, we've been with you since the Bobcat football team traveled to Albuquerque in week 0, and now we've made it to the Boise week with the basketball teams. Keaton, what's going to be your key for this men's team to have another run in Boise?
I got 2. First, ball movement. This offensive efficiency has to stay where it has been for the last 2 games. And number 2, free throw shooting at the end of some of these one-and-done games. For the women, what are you looking for, Grace?
I mean, defense travels. This is one of the best defenses in the nation when it comes to steals per game. And Esmeralda Morales, there's a reason she came to Montana State. She wants to win a championship, play in March Madness. I don't think this team is satisfied with just that regular season championship. I'm excited to see her take the court in Boise.
And Morales is a man on a mission heading to Boise. For the women, their journey begins on Sunday at at noon. They will play either Portland State or Northern Colorado. And for the men, they tip off at 5:30 p.m. on Monday night, and they will play Idaho State. All right, that'll do it. Our final Bobcat Insider of the year. For Grace Lawrence, I'm Keaton Galogly. We'll talk to you from